use all the yellow colors today. So let's see, we've got burnt umber, emerald green, ivory black, alizarin crimson, French ultramarine, blue, titanium white, cadmium yellow, some little dried up paint there, Indian yellow, yellow ochre, naphthol red. Let's go. All right. So this one again is Kent Falls in Connecticut. I haven't been there, but I hope to one day travel to all the places that I'm painting in this series. Just getting the blue all over the canvas, or the top. Probably some big trees in this one. Trying to think. Probably should plan where the waterfalls are going to go first. So maybe we do that here in a second. Blend this out. Not much on the sky today. Maybe some little clouds here. Let's get the little filbert brush out and we can make a plan. Not a very good plan, but a plan nonetheless. Alright, we got the filbert. A little tiny bit of the white, or ivory black, sorry. Call the colors wrong sometimes. Alright, let's see. I know I wanted a big tree, very big trees here. Maybe a tree line here. I'm going to do this very light. And this will go into the waterfall. Waterfall maybe starts here, comes down, has a little bump here, comes down again, and then there's rocks and a little stream down here. Pretty simple plan. On the other side, let's see. I think we're gonna have the same big tree. Maybe this side will do the entire thing in a tree, and that just comes down here, something like that. And then down there, maybe some rocks. There we go. That's the plan. If we stick to it, I'll be very surprised. But for now, that's the plan. Alright, actually, now that we got the filbert brush out, we might as well do some clouds. Could switch to the fan brush, but why not? Let's just do them with the filbert. This is just a regular Bill Alexander filbert. I don't know if they have more than one, but I just got one. So I'm just going to push in some little clouds. And I'm going to blend out the bottoms here in a minute. They're not going to be super detailed. They're just going to be kind of nice little puffy clouds up here. And I'll blend them out too. That's all going to be foliage, so I'm not worried about those. Alright, wipe this brush off real quick. I don't know if I'll use the filbert after this. Maybe I will, but I'll just clean it off just in case. Alright, let's grab what we need something to blend. Can use just a 2.5 inch brush. Oh, I don't think I cleaned this. That's no good. Alright, we got a 2-week non-cleaned brush here. I'll wipe it off real quick. So one good thing about Bristle Magic is it'll clean a very old, dry, crusty brush. No matter how much. I had one brush that I'd used for one water mix oil painting, and I forgot about it and left it out for probably 6 months. It was sitting in the corner in a toolbox. And I put it in this Bristle Magic stuff, and actually I can use it again. So it works pretty good. Alright, this guy's cleaned up. Let's go blend. Just a little bit. Ooh, we don't want thinner though. Make sure to dry that out. Wipe that off. Do the same thing over here. Just pulling around on these clouds. pointing out the bottoms. I don't want to see the bottoms very much, if at all. All right. That's okay for the clouds. Now we're going to start filling in the trees. We want the trees. All right, what brush do we want to use for this? We've got, let's see, 2.5 inch, probably the best for the start, I guess. I don't know what color we're going to start with. Maybe we just start with emerald green. And it's going to be pretty much solid, and then we're going to highlight it with the, what is this? All these yellow colors we got here. Let's see, big trees, big trees. This is going to be solid down here, solid green. Might need a little bit more green here at some point. Maybe push this up a little higher. There we go. Then I'll go do the other side over there. I'm trying not to close this gap. I don't want to close the gap yet. And this one I'm just going to smash in. There we go. I want that this side. I'll probably add some ivory black to that. Maybe some burnt sienna or something, but it's just solid. There we go. I can blend this out just a little bit. Okay, we got some colors in there. Let's see. I'm waiting on canvas I ordered, and I'll do lots of paintings. Me and my family are meeting. My grandpa lives in Mexico and several other friends. Oh, that's cool. Are you going to do like a painting party? That could be fun. Or you just give them to them as gifts. That'd be fun too. Oh yeah, Christmas gifts. That's a good idea. All right, let's see. I think I'm just going to keep with the 2.5 inch brush. Add some burnt sienna to this. I might just fill this in. Yeah, there we go. I'm just going to fill in some dark colors here. Burnt sienna and emerald green. I didn't do any highlights yet, but I don't really want to. I kind of want there to be dark. Put the base color in first, and then we'll add all this other stuff. Really punching the canvas today. Been one of those weeks. Alright. I think that's okay for right now. Might want to fill this in at some point, but maybe just right here. Just a little bit. Just because I don't want it to be a solid color. Or solid white there. I kind of just want something make it look like dirt or something's in the water, because it looks kind of dirty from the pictures I saw. Alright, wipe this brush off. And it's still thinner in the brush because I didn't wrap it in a paper towel after I wiped it off. Hello, Nate. Nate, I emailed, by the way. Yes, I got the email. I just haven't had time to respond to anything yet because I've been traveling, and I'll probably it'll be a while before I get to anything besides maybe a stream once every few weeks. It's going to be pretty sparse over the next month or two. Alright, let's start putting in this waterfall. I might start with the dark color first. With dark blue, and then lighten it up here with some white after this. I think it goes two ways. This Kent Falls. There's some there. some here. And this is just fill this in with water. Alright, there we go. And I'll fill in the rest with regular paints later. Alright, let's use some white here. Titanium white. We're just going to start going over this. I think the top one's pretty small. It's like a little splash. And the second one's a little bigger. There's some rocks there. And then goes these ways, and there's a splash. And this is more splashing. And then we go this way. Some more splashing. I'm just doing this first so I tend to cover up the waterfalls a lot. I'm trying to not cover this one up before with the foliage. Alright, there we go. I think that's good enough for that. Elvis is here. Hi Elvis. How's it going? Alright, what brush was I using there? That was the fan brush. I'll move that over here. I need a bigger desk. Alright, let's start throwing in some of these. I want to wipe this brush off real quick. This is the one I used to put in the dark greens. We're going to start filling it in with some lighter fall colors. I'll start with the left side. Oh man, that's a lot of paint on there. I didn't realize how much paint is. It's a good thing we're getting that out now. Okay. Probably start with the left. Maybe make the left a little brighter than the right. But they'll be about the same. It's just a 2.5 inch brush. Alright, let's start putting some yellow up in the tops. Here and there. Maybe down here. Push in a little bit there. I don't know if I hit this one yet. I don't think I did. Down here, down there. These are just going to be big trees and big bushes. Can't really see them too well. There's going to be some rocks in here that I'm going to add. Alright, let's add some more. Maybe we'll use Indian yellow in there. Indian and cadmium. Make like a lighter yellow, or more orangey tone. Where are we going to put that? Just come and throw it in the middle, here and there. Just some spots of orange, or a different color, maybe towards the top some. Alright, I think that side's pretty good. Maybe we can add some, and yellow ochre is a little bit, to me that's my dark yellow. I use yellow ochre for that, so I just add that in there, and I'll use that for this side, because I wanted this side to be a little dark. It's kind of hard to see with the glare here, but when I watch Bob Ross, he says don't hit it random, but when there's a glare on my canvas, I end up just hitting it random. It's not a problem when I'm not live streaming. I don't have this problem because I can just change the the angle of the light. But when I'm live streaming, if I move the angle of the light, then it doesn't show up on the stream. Maybe we'll just push this in. So I just gotta be careful about that. Alright. Alright, let's start adding in some rocks and stuff here. Let's use, I'm gonna scrape these out so I don't mix them up. I'll use some ivory black, burnt sienna. Make a dark rock color. Add some white. That could be my highlight color. Alright, let's start boxing things in. So there'll be a rock up here. Definitely one here. There's one that goes out here, comes in, another one, a big one here, goes out and then comes back in, big one here, and this one comes down pretty much all the way down here, like that. And then we can splash water up on that and do pretty much whatever we want with that. Here in a minute. Alright. Now I need a little bit more of the, what was that, black and sienna? Need that for the other side. There's a little rock there. Some that comes in there, and this is like a little cliff type deal here. There's one there. Let's see if we can box this one in. There we go. I'll pull these out with a brush here in a minute. Alright. Let's pull these out. This is another kind of a, not a cliff, but a rock bed. That's the word I was looking for. It's a rock bed. And we'll cover this with, we'll highlight and do that kind of stuff here in a minute. I don't know. We want a coastline? Okay, we'll put it there. Save it for later. I'm looking out the window and it's already getting dark. It's only like 5 o'clock here. That's what the time change does. Alright, let's see. I said I was going to pull this back. This brush has yellow on it for some reason. I don't know why. But we'll do that over here. Just kind of push in. Could do this with the palette knife too, but I just didn't feel like it. Just want to smooth out the edges of those rocks so they don't look so jagged. I mean, rocks tend to look jagged, but I didn't want them to. Just a personal preference. Alright. I think those are pretty much blended out. Best I can see. Maybe not that one. Alright, there, that one's good now. Alright, toss that down. Alright, what's next? We gotta start blending stuff in, do some rock highlights. Let's do the rock highlights while we're over here. Since we're at it, just a little bit of that highlight color that I made earlier. Some there. Some on this rock. Pull on this one a little bit here and there. There we go. Pull down there. Let's go all the way back. We can cover that up with colors as we want. As we go along. And then we'll put some up here, some there. Some there. Just pulling right to left. And down here I'm going to pull right, and then I'm going to pull down. Make it look like a cliff. So I think there is a big rock there. I'll do the same here. This one don't matter as much. Put foliage all up over those, so I'm not too worried about them. Let's wipe that brush off. Alright. Let's start the highlights, I guess. More highlights. Could use some magic, or, yeah, magic white today. Not liquid white. We'll do it on this left side first. Just start throwing in. This is a 1-inch brush. More detailed highlights around these rocks that we added in. brush here. Brighten things up a little bit. Alright, back into the yellow. Let's roll it around. There's still some magic white on there, so it should be pretty smooth. Alright, a little bush here and there. Cover up the edges of this guy. Down here we can throw in some yellow. And then down here, we'll just fill it in. There we go. That side's pretty good. Or good enough. Might add some more detailed highlights here and there. Now we're going to... There's a Boya microphone, that's what I've been using. I'm just kind of touching where I thought I missed highlights. I think that's okay. We can hear perfect now. Okay. Thanks, Paul. The perils of live streaming. Alright. I think the highlights are okay here. I'm probably going to add some dirt on the bottom, on the coast here. Not the coast, the shoreline. Oops, that was loud. Alright. I'm going to wipe this brush off before I get it all over myself again. I keep picking up this brush I used to do the water, and it keeps getting all over my pants. So I'm going to try to not do that anymore. Alright, let's just add in a little bit of shore here. Not much, just a little bit. Maybe some here. Right there. And some over here too. And I'll mush that in with the fan brush here in a minute. I do want to go around these edges with the stream color brush just to kind of clean it up a bit. They're a little rough looking, and then yeah, I think we're good to go after that. This is the cleanup phase. That's what I call it. Alright, let's see. Which one do we want to do first? Want to do the watercolor? Let's do the watercolor first. Alright, so we gotta do some splashes here. Splash there. And we gotta wipe it off. And I gotta use the actual, add more color, otherwise it's gonna turn brown. A little blue and white. Gotta be real careful there. Down here some. And I'll blend those out too. Some down here. Alright, I think that's okay there. This part's a little weird looking there. Push in there. I think that's good. And that I gotta be real careful with, because I'm gonna pick up a lot of brown there. And I don't like picking up the brown going into water, because then you got brown water. Alright. Let's see. Now we gotta add a little bit more shoreline highlights. And we got left over the rock highlight color, so I'll just use a little bit of that here. Just a little bit. It's getting a little tough because I'm on the corner of the canvas and I got a lip here. If you don't have a lip, then you got a good canvas. At some point I want to make my own, but I just haven't had time. I don't have time for much anything these days, I'll tell you what. It's been one of those years. Alright. Am I forgetting anything? I feel like I'm forgetting something I said I was going to do. I did want to blend these a little bit. Just a little bit. Okay. I think those are fine. Fine down there. Oh, I feel like I forgot something. That looks a little weird there. I don't like that. Alright, we fixed it. There's like a chunk of the rock that fell off into the water. Should we add anything? remove anything. Can you do a seascape for your Florida painting? Of course. I think I was planning on doing a Florida seascape with a palm tree, nice big palm tree, maybe some seagrass. Which state are we on? We're on Connecticut, next is Delaware, and then Florida. So yeah, I can do that. Add a cabin, okay. There's no cabin in the Connecticut one, but we'll add one in anyway, because why not? Where do we want to put our cabin? Alright, let's clean off some space here first. Before we do that, maybe we'll use this spot here. Could use that color later. These colors probably won't use much more of. Clean those up. What cleaner do you use? I use Bristle Magic for my non-water mixed oils, the Blue Ridge oil paints. It's like it's a non-flammable, non-toxic. I could just get the bag and it tells you what it is. It's got a bunch of stuff on it. But I needed one because I couldn't use the mineral spirits because they give me hives, but this doesn't give me hives. It's a biodegradable, non-toxic, non-flammable, no fumes, oil and acrylic cleaner. It works pretty much the same as odorless mineral spirits, but it doesn't, I haven't noticed that it dries at all. So like if you get it on stuff, you gotta make sure you dry it out yourself with a shop towel or something. Alright, where's this cabin going? Left side? Right side? I can't really see the right side, so I don't know if I want to add it over there. But maybe we do. I'm just trying to pull them forward. This is always a risk if you watch any of my other streams. Sometimes I pull too hard and it flies out. Where do you get it? I get it on, what's the website? Dick Blick's or Jerry's Artoramas. Dick Blick's has the big bags like that. The big, I think it's a gallon bag. And then Jerry's has smaller, I forget. I have one somewhere, but they're 32 ounce jar or bottle of it. It works pretty good. All right, let's see. We're gonna do a cabin. What do we want to do? I'm just gonna throw emerald green and ivory black together, and then some crimson. I didn't use my crimson at all until just now, so that's good. It's good we did that up front. Let's put it over here. Why not? How big do we want it? Let's see. I gotta scrape it in first. And you can scrape it in even if you have paint on your palette knife, because I am just now learning. I have a big chunk of paint on there and it did not come out at all. So that's okay. Alright, let's throw them in. Just pulling down. This is a solid brownish color, ivory black, emerald green, alizarin crimson. Just make it really big. I don't know. Do the tops up here. Might be a little hard because this paint's wet, or this yellow paint on there is very thin, but it's not the end of the world. Now we just got to pull down to the right. Maybe one a little bit bigger. Just make sure the top edge is parallel and flat. That's all I have to worry about. Everything else usually comes out okay if I do that. On the back side, I'll cover it up with shrubs. Looking forward to Pennsylvania. That's my state. Oh, cool. I have some relatives over in Pennsylvania by, was it Millersburg? I think that's where they're from. I ain't talked to them in a while, but they live over by Amish country. Alright, gotta wipe this off real quick. I got paint all over myself somehow. As happens sometimes when I paint. gotta do some highlights here. Let's see. We do have that color. Maybe we just reuse that color. Use up all the burnt sienna. Add the white. Marble it. Lightly blend it. This titanium white I got is way too strong. Too strong. Alright, now we just highlight. Hold down. Hopefully this is forward enough so I don't hit the bottom here. There we go. Do the same over there. There. Backside's a little dark, so we don't mind. Got enough dark color on there. Should be okay. Want some more right here. Ooh, interesting. Alright, and then we got to pull right there. That's the last one. And then, let's see. Got to do the roof. What do we want to do the roof in? Red? Red roof? Red roof cabin? Oh no, we got a spam bot. Get them out of there, Nightbot. Take them out. That's why we got Nightbot in here. Keep those stupid bots out of the channel. So annoying. I'll tell you what, I hate signing into YouTube and looking at comments because it's just comments like that. Just all over the videos. So annoying. Ruins my morning to sign in and just see a bunch of comments like that. Alright, let's see. I think the roof's pretty much done here. I'm just going to pull out some more Naphthol red. That's what I'm using for this. I'm going to touch it on this side. Just so it looks like, maybe along the top, I don't know. Alright, roof's done. Roof's done. Sides are highlighted. You gotta let them in with the door. So let's do that. Grab another one. I'm using the tiny edge of the knife. That's what I normally use for my doors. Pull down. Alright. I think the cabin structurally is good. Now we're gonna just throw in some bushes and shrubs. We got that yellow color here from before, so I'm just gonna use that. Throw it up around the sides. He lives right next to the riverfront property here. Give him a little path to get in. Some highlight for it. There we go. There's the cabin. Alright, we'll rinse this fan brush out. That was a fun one. Not quite true to the to the landmark, but that's why we do it. We just have fun. Alright, let's see. I need some oil because we're about to sign. This is just a little dropper that I fill up with linseed oil. Nothing fancy. Alright, drop that in the red. Put them back in there. I'm glad Nightbot actually stopped the spammer this time. That's good. Most of the time it just gets on people for using too many emojis. And, oh, I messed up my signature. I haven't done a signature in 2.5 weeks. Or 2 weeks, pretty much. Not a full-size one, anyway. I've been doing those little tiny paintings. Much different signature. So that would cover up the entire quarter of it. Alright. Let's take it down. Check it out. Came out pretty good. Not too bad. I like the cabin. It adds to the painting. Alright, here we go. That's it. It's supposed to be Kent Falls, Connecticut. But we added the cabin. Alright, let's get the other cabin.